What's up, everybody? He's Lil Duval.
That's my gay ass sister, Randa.
And together we're Outchea.
We're delivering you a podcast that's always blunt and often offensive.
And guaranteed to make even the most uptight listeners get over themselves and laugh out loud.
Alright, run your little gay music.
Ain't no gay music. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Welcome back to Outchea.
This is the Christmas day.
Christmas special.
We doing this live from my mama house.
Be sure to subscribe to the show, comment on SoundCloud, and leave a review. And also remember to follow me on Rolanda__ show on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat.
Uh-huh.
So awesome. So let's bring the audience up to speed to what we've been up to since we last met. But first, let me introduce our special guest. This is a special guest. He's special. None other than...
I don't say he's special. I mean, he's just another nigga. Only reason on the show because family made us put him on the show.
Put the baby on. Put him on, Roro. Put him on.
Presentable and everything.
Put him on. He's doing big things. This is Jahaan Sweet.
He went on to produce for the names of people like Ty Dolla $ign, Kehlani.
Yes.
And he's also at the tender age of 21.
22.
He was Grammy nominated.
I'm 23.
You 23? Oh.
When was you nominated? How old were you?
Oh, yeah. Then I was 22.
Yeah, okay.
Our cousin, who we babysat, well, you didn't, who I babysat.
And we played basketball in the backyard.
And I crossed you. Well, you was little. You was a baby.
That's before everybody knew she was gay.
Jahaan, did you know I was gay?
No, but when I found out, I said, you know what, it makes sense. We was playing a lot of basketball in the backyard.
There was signs. I tried to tell everybody there was signs from the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, that's our cousin, man. Matter of fact, I want you to talk to him. We're going to interview you. We ain't going to treat us like our cousin. We're going to treat you like you're doing an interview. You ready?
Yes.
My grandma taught all of us how to play the piano. But he's the only one that stuck to. So what made you actually keep to it more than all of us? Or what was my grandma the one who put you into it? Or was
No, my daddy.
Your daddy.
And so what happened?
So they put me in, and I hated it because I wanted to be like the rest of the niggas from Jacksonville. I wanted to.
Which was what?
I wanted to play sports.
Oh.
I wanted to play football so bad.
But what happened?
I was fat. And I was slow. So anyway, and plus I was too scared because I ain't like to get hit. So I wasn't.
Not Jahaan. Jahaan didn't want to get hit.
Fat nigga.
I was for sure. And then so I was playing, but I wanted to quit. And I was like, I don't want to play no more. Blah. I was in 5th grade or something like that. And my piano teacher,
Miss Baylock.
Yeah, man, I love you.
Because we all went through Miss Baylock.
Yeah, I think everybody went through.
I don't know did I go through Miss Baylock?
Anybody who played piano from Grandma Lady definitely would.
I probably did too.
But so she was putting me in these competitions and like statewide competitions and citywide competitions, and I was like winning. And I was like winning first place against the Asian kids and stuff.
That's good. If you could be Asian.
But I was young, so it was like we wasn't playing nothing crazy. But we was playing like preludes and etudes.
Dog, do you know how, if you can be the Asian in anything, you are very intelligent and smart.
No, but we was figuring it out. And so, so we was, so I told my daddy was like, yo, he want to quit. And she said, nah, don't let him quit. He's good. And so my dad said, look, you're going to keep playing.
Uh-huh.
And so I played and I auditioned for Villa, but it wasn't until I got in 6th grade and I did jazz band. And my teacher, because I was used to read music, so we was always reading music and I was just reading music. But I played the church too, so I knew how to play by ear.
Mm-hmm.
My teacher was like, yo, bless you. My teacher was like, yo, you don't have to play what's on the page. Like, you kind of see what you're supposed to do. Just kind of make up your own thing. And at that moment, that's when I realized, like, I can create my own kind of music. Like, not my own music, but, like, within the boundaries.
Did you like music before then? Or?
Nah, I always loved music. I love listening to the radio. We used to listen to, all the R&B and hip-hop records in, like, the early 2000s. And then, like, I used to, like, this is what we listened to growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it wasn't until, like, I started, like, understanding, like, that I didn't have to play what was on the page.
Mm-hmm.
You had the freedom to flow.
Yeah, while I really learned what it meant to be like a creative individual where I can like make my own type of things. And then from there...
Well, how your friends looked at you when you started doing
it? But I was in art school, so it didn't matter.
Even in 6th grade?
Yeah, in 6th grade I was in art school. So like, I was the man because I was good. I was already good at piano.
Uh-huh.
And then like I was good at jazz because I was already playing in church. And I was better than the 8th graders and everything else. Everybody else playing piano. So
you was playing in church in 6th grade?
Yeah.
We all played in church You played the bells.
I didn't.
No, I was playing. I was like reading out the hits.
Where, St. Paul?
At St. Paul, yeah.
Okay.
And so I was that nigga. Like I was
that nigga.
It was no, I was getting all the girls.
Hold on, wait. Let me tell you about John. He always swayed.
He getting all the girls.
But this nigga, go ahead. I'm gonna let you be great.
For a piano player from Jacksonville, he was lit.
I mean, who was what girl was talking about? Boy, you seen that piano player?
Boy, I was just when we went to what had it was called Showcase. Man, it was 7th grade. They let me. I closed the whole showcase.
How old were you when you first got some pussy from playing the piano? Just straight off piano.
14.
14.
I was 14 years old.
Okay.
And shout out to a girl. That's when I lost my virginity. Shout out to her. She was a real one.
Okay.
She was patient with me, but that was like the first time that
hold on, she was patient, so she had already been ran through.
Oh yeah, no.
You gotta start. I think you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere.
She was getting cracking.
Okay.
You gotta start.
So she brought you up to speed.
Oh yeah, for sure. She was patient.
Okay.
And,
she was patient.
Yeah, for sure. And the reason why I hit was because it was 9th grade, and they had one piano player in the top jazz band in high school. So I was in there with all the upperclassmen and everything. So I was in 9th grade, like me, 3 other 9th graders. They was white boys, and so I was that one nigga from Northside, Palmdale. Living over there by Reebok.
Yeah.
That was in top band at DA playing jazz with all the 12th graders and everything.
Yeah.
And niggas knew that I was riding the bus. I had to ride the bus. I did you ride the bus with them because I had jazz band rehearsal.
How did you get into that school? What school that name is? Douglas Anderson, right?
Yeah, it was the same thing. I had to audition. But by the time I got to DA, the word my piano teacher from Villa had told Miss Watson, my piano teacher over at DA, she was like, look, he's good at reading music. He can play classical music. He got a technique. But his thing is jazz, and so she understood that. So she always just let me do my.
But
thing.
you even
I had to do a little required thing.
You even went to FAMU summer camp and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we did. We did that in middle school. FAMU. I did that 1 year. And I did that 1 year. And I did FSU camp 2 years. And I think my last year I did Juilliard before my senior year.
Do you think going to Douglas Anderson got you in Juilliard? Or do you think you would have went there to other school? Going to Douglas Anderson didn't do that?
Nah, it was. I mean, I guess. Not the teachers, but being around like homies that was playing and growing up with people that was playing and being around people from they inspired me to get better. But I didn't really like learn the way I should have learned because I was good like at a young age and it was nobody around me like that was as good, especially on my instrument. So it was like I was just like learning myself, like listening to stuff. But it wasn't until I got to Juilliard.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like when you got
that's why.
Let me ask you this: when you got to Juilliard, when you first got there, you realized
I thought you was
the shit.
I'm that nigga.
Well, hold on. Let's take a step back and explain what Juilliard is because Juilliard is one of the most prestigious schools in music in the world, right? Yeah. And we got some people like Viola Davis, Kevin Spacey, Nina Simone went there, Miles Davis went there, Adam Driver went there. Who else went there?
What's my acting man name?
Lil Duval. I went up there.
You went up there?
I went up
you
there.
saw the school.
I saw the school.
I saw it.
So, okay, that's
so this is Robert Downey. This is one of the most prestigious
Robert Downey
schools.
Junior. I think he went to Juilliard. Some other things.
I mean, but how many niggas went there?
Right.
How many niggas went there? Tell them you was the first. Let them know. Because we got a Black History moment here.
Yes.
Black piano player from Jacksonville.
Yes. I thought from Florida.
It might be from Florida too. I can't remember because I knew because the school, the jazz apartment, only 12 years old.
Oh, okay.
So like I was there in like the I was 8th year at school, so it wasn't that many.
So what happened when you first got? I know you had the big hand. You was like, I'm finna shut this thing down.
Yeah, no, I did. Like, I remember we had the first seminar before school. We played. I mean, I thought I was killing shit. I'm fire. As soon as I got to class,
what happened?
Wow, I learned real quick how much I didn't know.
Wow.
It was just like because like
was you mad at your high school? You're like, these motherfuckers ain't teach me shit.
You know, I was mad at everybody being so. I was like, why y'all being so? But they if I had my homies from school, like they was extra hard on me because the man who brought me in, Carl Allen.
What do you mean they were hard? They used to punch you or something? Like,
okay, so they
play it till your fingers bleed,
whiplash or something like that. And
what's that? You gotta speak in the regular version.
The movies about Juilliard, they be like, and they be super hard. It's like the drummer, the teacher, hella hard on the student. It wasn't that to a certain extent where his hands were bleeding.
What movie is this?
Whiplash.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, but my years in school, my first 2 years was my hardest years I ever dealt with when it came to music. Was because so I get in class and like the man who accepted me, he wanted a lot from me. Like, yo, like because it wasn't a lot of black piano players coming to.
Oh, so you never had nobody be hard on you?
No, and I never had a real teacher for jazz either. I always taught myself how to play, so I didn't really learn proper jazz technique or like the proper way to play the music. And so I get to school and so he apparently, this is what I heard after the fact. He was like, yo, he told everybody, he was like, don't let up on him, because it was me. The last black piano player before me was my man Chris Bowers. He graduated from the master's program, so he was there 6 years before me. Before him was John Batiste, who do the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Okay. So that dude, and those are my brothers. And so, I spent most of my time with them. But since I was the next black piano player coming up in there in the undergrad, I was trying to figure out how to really maneuver with it. But they knew, and most of the jazz faculty at Juilliard, they black, so they can play. Yeah. So they was like, yo, don't let up on me. So I get in class, I'm thinking I'm playing the tune. And he said, Professor, I remember this was first class was the rhythm section. It was Kenneth Washington. I'll never forget. This man was a hard. I still to this day, me and him can't even look each other in the face. I can't even talk to him if I saw him.
Why?
So, cause it was so hard. But I thank him now. Cause how he was on me. DA teachers was hard on me, and Douglas Anderson, but it was hard on me with no real value. This man was actually hard on me, and it was a real life lesson.
So what does it mean to be hard on you? What does that mean?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So we get in class, we got these songs we have to learn. I'm thinking I'm playing the song, blah, and literally first note comes on. Literally, I played about 4 notes, and he said, "Stop." Everything on. And he said, "Play by yourself." And he made me play by myself. And literally, I realized how bad I sounded compared to everybody else in that room. Yeah. And he drilled me every single day. Jahaan Sweet, you first. Mr. Sweet, you first. Yeah. Mr. Sweet, play it by yourself. Mr. Sweet, and he'll say, so they'll say, okay, we playing so-and-so in A flat. I get to class, I practice it all week. I'm like, all right, this nigga ain't gonna tell me nothing. He be like, 1, 2, 3, and the kid E. And I'm like, oh shit. Then I can't play an E. Then he called the older students and they sitting here doing it in E. And then
that's what piss you off. I'm just like, damn. That's like if you if I'm on stage and I'm like, this crowd sucks. The next thing come and rip.
Yeah, and everybody laughing.
Yeah, you like, man, fuck. And that's probably how it was. It ain't the fact that you did. Because you be hoping, if I can't do it, nobody can do it. Yeah, right, that's what you think. Can't nobody do that. And them niggas out here doing it. Yeah. And then so I really realized, what was expected. And it was that class. And I had another class where it was my improvisation class. And it's where you simply improv. Yeah. We focus on improvisation. And I'm sitting here okay, cool. I got an idea how I'm gonna do this solo. But then my teacher be like, stop soloing, only do this. And I be like, damn. He be like, do this, only with your left hand. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow.
And then so drilling me on that. Then I get my private lesson. And I'm thinking all right, cool. I know what I'm doing private lesson. And he come and be like, all right, I'm gonna need you to transcribe this whole 5 minutes.
Let me ask you before not to cut you off, but I did. But when you was doing this, was there other people falling off trying to do it too and they quit?
No. It's
because it's like boot camp.
There's people that can't hang on, but certain people get treated way harder than other people. So we would be in class, and I'd be like, so the teacher be like, yo, play the melody. So I do the thing, and he be like, but you didn't play the third in this chord.
Are you listening so hard, nigga?
And so the next nigga come on, he fumbled through the man, he be like, all right, cool, next. And then, but me, everything was wrong. But after my second year of school, I realized why I was so.
Some people might take it as hate, but you took it as
no. I took it as hate, but I wanted I took it as hate, but I was like, yo man, fuck these niggas. I gotta really show them.
Because sometimes hate works. Hate makes you better.
It make you want to work hard to prove people wrong.
Yeah, that's why if I don't like somebody, I don't tell them they ain't good, because that might make them good.
Motivation.
Yeah, that's killing. Fuck it, he gonna keep fucking up. Yeah, because the worst thing to tell somebody to make them better is tell them they ain't good.
Yeah, right.
Because then they gonna prove to you. Because I used to tell him he sucked all the time. I told him that from day one. He used to show me these beats like he wanted to be a rapper and everything. Nigga,
sure.
Yeah, even when I remember I was telling you when you told me you was going for jazz, and you really want to be a jazz musician. I was like, man, that shit done.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the funny thing is, I didn't even realize it until I got to New York, because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna really figure this jazz shit out. And when I got to New York and I saw the state of jazz in New York and the lifestyle.
What, like when you went to the club and stuff?
Like the money involved in
no
it.
respect.
The amount of work you have to put in to actually be really great at it.
Yeah.
And it was working.
Yeah.
I was like, it ain't working.
What do you think about the ones that's kind of doing like Chris Body and people like that?
No. But it's lit for them. But it's only a couple people.
It's like hitting the NFL.
Like, yeah, like not even.
No, it's like they pick one and
in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's I can tell you right now, the niggas that's really out here making bread is Wynton, is Chris Bodie, is Ron Carter, is Herbie Hancock.
And how long have they been in the game? Like Chris Bodie?
Chris Bodie been playing hard for 30, 40
What about Michael Bublé?
Bublé, I mean, Bublé, he been in it. But like, I mean, people look at him as a new Frank.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't. That's the only people know. It's so
do you still listen to, or do you still?
No, I still every day I turn on mine. Like, I listen to mine. Like,
so is your music jazz influenced at all, or what is it influenced by?
Just the concept. Not like I don't.
I mean, how do you apply that to the music you're doing? Like
just hard, like the way I like put my play my chords when I make records, because that's what every time I go in the studio, like what I've been working on is like
you probably like them Bob. You know how a Bob, no matter how good you do, you be like, man, that nigga shit look fly. And then the other Bob be like, that shit ain't all. That's how you is with producers.
For me, no, because the thing is, to be real, like being at Juilliard made you really appreciate like
different forms,
all kind of different shit. So like things that seem easy for me is like Metro movies. Like I can somewhat do what he do, but it is.
He has an art to it.
It's a way he do it that I can't do it, and it's because like when you learn music so much and you do so much music and you hear certain things somewhere, it's sometimes better to not know so much. When you can just go in and just be like, all right, this feel good. Like literally go off the feeling of
you talking about like freestyle instead of being more like how
like technical. Like I'm a good balance between them both, but I got too much
what got you like that? Less technical from. What made you less technical? Because coming from Juilliard, I'm pretty sure.
Not even that, like before that, like just knowing how music worked, like just knowing that like this chord, like simple. This music talk about like a simple resolution is 5/1. Like just knowing that makes you automatically think about music completely different.
Is there a lot of people that's in the thing that who in the game now that's producing now that you know that's like has at least who?
Terrence Martin.
Who was that?
He did he did a lot with Kendrick, and he was doing a lot of he older played saxophone, but he did the We Gonna Be Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. But that beat is crazy. Like the chords on that beat is crazy. The 808 and how they got the late drums laced and how he laid the saxophone and how Kendrick flowing over. It's crazy. He's somebody that really understands.
Who else you know that understands it like you and him? Or is they not that
people like Robert Blatchford don't really make like beats like that.
He's just coming and
but he know how to run it.
Does it upset you when artists that are not as experienced as you, like, because things are so easy now, or like with me with videography, you can do it on your iPhone now, so it's not the same. Does that bother you at all?
Man, I saw this one thing, speaking of that, I saw this one thing with them techno people, EDC people. Yeah. They take a beat and just put it in a machine and it'll make a whole nother beat by itself.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's people out here like working, man, Ableton. Like, my homie DJ Dahi's on. He did you remember that song? Motherfuckers Never Loved Us.
Yeah.
Drake record. What's it called?
Motherfucker Never Loved Us.
Worst Behavior.
Yeah.
He did Worst Behavior. He did he did the last part of like I Don't Fuck With You with Big Sean. Where the beat changed stuff. So Dahi, he a person, he got that ear. Like Dahi knows like soulful music because he worked with Kendrick a lot, that TV crew. Like all them motherfuckers like really like know music. The whole West Coast, like they really like their music is more influenced by like George Clinton and bass line. Shit like that, like so they have like more like musical soul than us from like down here because our shit based on church. So you get like Zaytoven playing keys and putting organ and shit.
He from the Bay though.
Like, who's Zaytoven?
Yeah.
I ain't know, but he's been living in Atlanta.
Yeah, he live in Atlanta, so he had a little bit of the Bay Area.
Yeah, Like the organs and shit. Like, like London, like some of his shit be like the keys and all that shit. Like coming from the South, that's what we do. And then the East Coast is boom bap shit. But on the West Coast, like Dahi is a person like that who like literally can just throw some shit on Ableton and like he just clicks. And he got all these drum patches lined up, and this is a completely different drum groove. Like, and he just do another pattern, like click another pattern until he find something that he like, and he pieces together. Like it's all in the computer. Like I don't create like that. Vinyl's create like that. Vinyl's did. Like,
how do you feel about music right now, as far as hip hop and R&B? How do you feel the state of music?
I love where it's at right now. I saw a chart that said that the most streamed music this year by like I think it was like by 55% was hip hop and R&B music.
Yeah.
Like most streamed thing ever, like over pop.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think Charlamagne posted that too.
For me, it's that I feel like now is the best time for Black people to be making music. Because that's what
it's so accessible.
It's accessible. That's what people want to hear. And thank God, like, even though it's not as much as radio, but the fact that like royalties are counted with streaming now. Like you get paid from streams and like
and see, that's what the old school people don't realize.
Yeah, like, radio really
that sound skin shit is done. Like everybody getting streams and
people getting
even off of YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, YouTube, like it's like people getting checks off of it and it's perfect. Yeah. So now like music back at a point where like everybody wanna hear rap and hip hop. So for me, I love the state of music. Now
what do you think about sampling?
No, I think it's amazing. That's what I love flipping shit. But see, I don't. When I flip some shit, I'm trying to like really flip it to something else.
Yeah, make it something else.
Not just putting drums on something.
Right, the influence
side of it. Really good at that.
Yeah,
I'm that ain't my style. Like, I like to make music from another idea or something like that. And but no, I think the state of like urban music right now is like amazing. Like, from Black Beatles being a #1 record, regardless.
That's what we always hear about the bad thing about music, but if you think about it, everybody that's winning is actually talented.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
man, okay, so my homie, Amine, shout out to him. We got some good shit. He did the Caroline song that she's a bad name, fine as hell.
Yeah.
So his shit was like he peaking at like number 12 on Billboard Hot 100. He's still like up there in the top 20, still like closing out the year. Mm-hmm. And so what he said to me was about Black Beatles. I was like, man, it's crazy. Like Black Beatles is a #1 record. And I was like, he was like, but it's not about the management challenge. He was like, think about it. Like if Ed Sheeran picked up his guitar and he sung That Girl Was a Real Crowd Teaser, Pleaser, Small World, All Our Friends Know of Me, strumming that on the guitar, it still would damn near be a hit, or at least a big record. And
don't get to it. It had a lot to do with the management challenge.
Yeah, it had a lot to do with it.
Because the song was already a big hit. Yeah. But what took it all the way away is just on
a #1 record. But it's like Sway Lee is a dope songwriter. Like
and Ray Smyrna and them, I know them little kids. Like they like this version. They could be this version of Kid and Play of this generation. Like they cool, fun. Yeah. They ain't on that street talk shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just about having fun.
Getting fucked up.
Yeah, and every song they done put out been hot.
Yeah, sure.
And it's been fun.
They fire.
And that's why I like them. My generation, they be all into lyrics, but even in our generation, every rapper wasn't the lyricist.
Yeah, I mean, but we got our lyricists.
Yeah, we got lyricists.
We got names that make good music.
Me personally, I like a good beat.
I like it all. I like everything. It's different situations for different things. Yeah. It's how you feel about R&B though. Like I know you like hip hop, but R&B. Do you think there's an R&B anymore?
I mean, I feel like in the like with people like even though he vulgar, like maybe R. Kelly was vulgar, so I feel like Ty is like.
Ty's R&B?
Yeah, no.
Is he rapping? What is he?
He can be.
Is he mixture rap?
He just. I mean, but that's what everything is nowadays. Like niggas just.
So it ain't no.
Yeah, it's like
ain't no R&B.
I feel like I don't know if it's even like a
genre. Everything is all
it's
genre.
Like no urban music.
Yeah.
What urban music is right now.
Yeah.
Some things like niggas wouldn't say like, oh, Uzi is hip hop. Like niggas wouldn't say that, but it's rap music.
Yeah,
so like niggas wouldn't like, but
he
like,
is hip hop.
Drake, hip hop, Drake pop, Drake. Dude,
hip hop is more of your. I think hip hop is more than music. I just think it's your style. It's a young style and it's cool. Show. It's cool. Yeah. That's all hip hop is. I mean, as far as now, hip hop is in everything. Like even when I'm overseas, I see the Dre beats on old Russian.
Rap is a new rock star.
Yeah, it is.
Like Ray Sherman, damn Future. They rock stars. They were real life rock stars.
Yeah. What do you feel like about R&B like Miguel?
I love Miguel.
I think Miguel is the best out right now.
I fuck with any girls. I mean, any nigga that make music that girls like. Like that's the people I want to make.
I fuck with any R&B singer, male, that make music for women and men, but don't be like on that brown nose.
Yeah, so sexy.
I hate that type of shit.
Bryson real good at making music for women, but not being cheesy. And being respectable.
You know who make good music too? He's a singer, but he's a very good songwriter. He did a lot of songs. He wrote Confessions and all that. You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
Rico Love.
Oh yeah, no.
Like Rico Love make music that men feel like he write the songs like from a male
Neo
point of
does
view.
that too, though.
Yeah,
Neo.
And to be real, like I know she gonna hate us.
What?
Party mix.
Party next door.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who gonna hate?
Who gonna be mad? Who gonna be mad?
Hey man, if you make good music,
it is what it is.
I mean, like from Writing Work, like which is like one of the longest running #1 records in the history of Billboard Hot 100. Like, I mean that, then the Come and See Me record that I know he wrote, and then like writing his little things for Drake, and like Party to me, he's a good artist, not as a person. I don't feel some of the things he did as a person.
Yeah.
But as an artist and a creative person, and his first mixtape was a great mixtape. Like Party's a good artist. He does good R&B music.
So let me ask you this: what about because for those of y'all know, like I tell you, he's like Kehlani's main producer. Like he's like what Timbaland was to Aaliyah. That's what he is to Kehlani. What made you want to work with him? Because you could have worked with a lot of people. What made you want to work with her and what you saw in her?
She is her voice. She was fire. Like I didn't like. I just knew like when I walked in the studio in New York that time, she worked with my man, and literally I heard a voice coming from the A room. I was like, "Who is that singing in here?" I was like, "So fire." And so I walked in and it was like, "Oh, it's Kehlani. She's 19." And I was like, "Damn, she dope." And I was like 20, 21 at the time. So I'm like,
how was she big then?
No. At this time, Kehlani had 100,000 followers on Instagram.
You said they judging somebody popping. She only had 100,000.
Yeah, no, she had 2 songs on SoundCloud. And I just knew, but I knew that I said, yo, she's dope. And when I found out that she was writing her own song, I said, no, she fired, and I was just down to work with her. So like that's really how that happened.
Oh, okay. And ever since then, y'all just been tight. What made you think she liked you? I mean, I know you don't, but what made you think she took a liking to you?
At the time, we both was like just feeling like, making soulful records, like flipping 90s shit, like making new songs and stuff like that. So that's all we did. Like, and we was just like, flipping a bunch of 90s records and stuff like that. And it just happened to like work out, like shooting, posting stuff, and then we get like a million views in a couple weeks and stuff like that on SoundCloud and all that. So we just trying to make good music. And
was you surprised when y'all got that Grammy?
Oh, for sure.
Grammy nomination?
I never thought about no Grammy nomination. But when it started coming around, people was talking about Grammy. I was like, can we get a Grammy for that? Like in R&B, I was like, ain't nobody really that popular in R&B.
We might have a chance.
It was like no Bryson. There was nobody. And once I found out the Weeknd, they put him in R&B category. I was like, other than the Weeknd, I was like,
was Drake in the R&B category at the time?
Nobody was in the R&B category. So I was like, well, we might actually win. Or like we can actually get nominated. And once we got nominated, I was like, we could win.
Yeah.
I was like, Weeknd album, but his last album was tight. But I was like, shit.
How does it feel to be your first Grammy night? I'm gonna say first because this is the first of many.
It's probably surreal because
it was crazy. It was crazy. We found out in London. It was crazy. I just remember I was like, damn, I cannot believe that. They called. It was like, why did your mixtape just get nominated for a Grammy? I was like, what? That was the best part I ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I was surprised. I was like, the fuck? This nigga almost quit. Oh, I didn't tell you about that. Like, he almost quit Juilliard.
I know it had to be serious. Called me like, did you talk to Jahaan? I heard he trying to quit.
This nigga was finna quit because he got on stage one time with an artist and they was screaming because he was playing the piano. He thought they were screaming for him. This nigga called me talking about, man, I'm quitting and going on the road. I said, nigga, it's your dumb ass song. You quit. But he did listen. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, it's one thing. You can tell people all the time. It takes a smart person to listen. So he did listen. So I guess it worked out for him.
Sure. Nah. I definitely did. Because when I graduated, the school gave me when I graduated by the end of it, I finally got like I finally got my act together and I started doing like real good in school. And I was like, learning how to maneuver through all the BS with like, learning how to do shit the teacher was telling me. And so, I finally became like an example by my fourth year, like how to do shit right. Blah, blah, blah. So when I graduated, like the school gave me like a $20,000 grant. And it was the best thing ever that could happen to me. So it happened. And they spaced it out for like 2 years. So like every 3 months, like they send me a check. And it's like just their investment.
Did you spend all your check on school?
No. I graduated with no student loan.
I didn't ask you that. I said you ain't spending.
No, they gave it to me after I graduated.
Oh, after.
And I have to pay it back. So I used it. I used it to move to LA. Like I was paying like it was like food, rent, and shit like that in LA. Like that's what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Do you see yourself going to Atlanta? That's the music place. Music place. So would you see going to Atlanta for music at all? Or you want to stay in LA?
No, like I want to go in like I want to go in I want to work in Atlanta because I got homies like shout out to my dog Toro. He tight producer. I met some digital. We went to Germany, so I want to work with him. And then Sean Garrett, my man, Sean Garrett, he wrote like all these lyrics, like all the number ones from Beyonce.
Who would you want to work with? Who would you want to work with if you had the choice? Like if you could pick
anybody.
I'm gonna get a Drake record.
I mean, besides the obvious.
Oh, you mean
like somebody like you say, you know what? Like you could take them like how Mike Wood did Ray Smyrna.
Yeah,
you could do that. Who you?
No, I really like. First and foremost, I still want to get better at me, like producing shit.
I love that.
Like that's first and foremost. Is like I'm still like finding my niche and like how to make what I want to do. Like
I love that you're at a point where I have arrived. Even with all the accomplishments that you made, you're still looking to grow. Yeah, that's awesome.
My big homies like finals, like Boy Wonder, like Alan Ritter, like they like people like DJ Dahi, like those like big homies of mine that's like really in here doing their thing in urban music, and they popping and paid, and like so like I just now came up on a couple chicks, like I just now like am able to be like, oh, I can like go out with my friends whenever I want to. I just now like
that's a normal 23-year-old age. You realize that though, right?
Yeah,
that's normal.
But I really got to the point where I can do it and not really have to worry like, oh, I gotta watch like if I want to go out to eat and drink with my friends, like, oh, I can't like.
But what we doing after this?
Oh no, I'm not fucking doing this. but
tell me what you got off the subject. I mean, off the question. What artists? Because like that's why I rep. Because I think anybody can make if you got a big artist, of course you can get a hit with them. But to be a great talent is to take somebody that's nothing, that wasn't doing nothing, make a good song or make a hit.
Yeah, like,
so who you think?
Like my homie Amine, like he's tight. I really.
What's his name? Amine.
Yeah, no, he's.
You gonna put him on your production?
No, I ain't gonna sign. No, he already signed the Republic.
Oh, he already signed.
Like, but I mean.
You ain't looking for artists like that, don't you? Then you just open your own production company.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm gonna call it the Sweet Life.
The Sweet Life.
That's dope.
The Sweet Life.
Zach and Cody.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna be.
Wait. Stop that. Edit that for a second. Did you get it already cleared yet?
No.
Don't put it on there yet.
So, we'll just keep going. I'll just tell them to take out.
All
right. But I wanna but that company I'm gonna sign more like people to like help me produce and stuff like that. So I got this one dude like in Hawaii that I met. His name is Manchester.
Oh, so you looking for a whole production team?
Oh yeah, I'm about to build.
You're gonna be like Dr. Dre out.
Yeah, to crank it up, and then like once I really get the records and I find somebody that I'm like, okay, this person really, really dope, and they got a look, and I can really cultivate it. Like that's. But right now, I'm more worried about me putting my name on a bunch of other shit, especially like new artists.
Yeah.
Like I want to drink this.
So you do know, like after saying this, you gonna have a bunch.
Everybody looking to be on your team.
You have a bunch of people
now, and I be like, okay, I fuck with them, and I tell everybody.
You listen to their stuff?
Yeah, no, for real. Like anybody, I be like, I say my.
You don't get tired of listening to all that crazy, or you just like to listen to?
No, I like you find anything in anything. Sometimes, like sometimes some people may have terrible beats, but it may be one sound, like one melody in there. And you take everything out and just sing me this file, like. You can make it like I might make a fire beat for that. And then place that with somebody. I'm always in the studio with people like to do stuff. So it's like if I can get like some people on this or that, like you never know. So I listen to almost everything anybody says. Always whether it's an artist or whether it's a producer, it's a rapper, like I always listen to it. Like I may not listen to the whole thing, but I'm gonna listen to at least a good minute and a half to see if there's anything in there.
Well, y'all hear that? So if you a fire-ass producer or make some beats or whatever, you might want to hit his DM. Don't hit my DM because I'm not going to relay the message.
Don't come through me. Can you let Duval know this? Can you let Jahaan know that I'm not doing it?
Don't do that, please.
I'm not doing it.
I'm for sure listening.
Okay, he gonna listen. Well, enough about you, nigga. Even though the show is about you.
Well, you still incorporating the rest of the stuff.
Rolanda, she be feeling left out. So, how was your week, Rolanda?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rolanda. I'm co-host of the show.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
No, my week has been good. I went to a fashion show, the Andro Fashion Show. Shout out to Kia Comedy. She gave Outchea a shout out.
Okay.
She was like, welcome. So that helped me get some hoes. So anything that's going to help me get some hoes. It was an Andro Fashion Show in Atlanta. See, that's one of the things I like about living in Atlanta. There's so much variety. So not only can you go like to the gay club, but they also have like, like fashion shows and other stuff. And it was an androgynous fashion show. So, I'm a gentle stud. That's my style. I dress not too feminine, not too boyish.
That's our new slang, gentle stud.
Hashtag gentle stud. Send me some gentle stud. If you're a gentle stud, hashtag me. Let me see what you're working with.
You dress like that, huh?
You like that?
Yeah.
What would you say your style is, Jahaan? Because he tried to Jones on you. He tried to Jones on you for Christmas outfit.
He dressed like his grandma dressed him.
You look good. You look dope, man. What's your style?
I don't know. I just wear what I think look tight.
That's one thing I do respect about him. We rank on him all the time, but he still sticks to his. He don't care. I mean, he should care sometimes. Trust me, he should. Like a lot of times, that's his problem. Like he's so arrogant. He talking third person.
Jay Sweet don't want no. Sweet don't want no juice.
Man, I've been telling this like. He's got better, but he used to make some garbage ass beats. And he swole up and down. They was good. He wouldn't listen to them. He swore he can dance. He can't dance.
He was looking cute yesterday now.
Nah, he looks horrible. So what else happened, Rolanda?
And that was pretty much, I also went to Banker Pride. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not just like going to the club. It's like doing other professional things. Where
what is Banker Pride?
It's like where a lot of bankers got together to raise money for gay youth and things like that. So I met some other
So you still hang around gay people? I thought you was trying to make straight friends.
I'm working on it. Well, that was the overall. That was the overall goal to expand my horizon to get other.
That was supposed to be her New Year's resolution for 2016. Well, that didn't work.
So let's talk about your week though. Now I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
Your trip to Tanzania gave me a geography lesson. I had Googled Tanzania. I found out it was on the east coast of Africa. Okay. I saw that Zanzibar was its own island, which also made me look up what's the two national the Serengeti. But I didn't think you went there because that was 5 hours away. Serengeti and it's another one.
I forgot the name of the
name. But anyway, it's two of them, but you couldn't have gone to both of them because they was both 5 hours away from where you were.
Mikumi.
That's where you went?
Both of them.
But you went to the Serengeti?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And your pictures was amazing. Just seeing like a lion in the middle of the street with cars.
I got to give a shout out to my new old lady. She took a couple pics too. Not the one on the comedic eye though.
Your pictures was dope.
Those are all mine. Those were all mine. But no, I mean, Tanzania was amazing. You always tell me, no matter where I go, you like, what, this was your best trip. Like, everyone's the best trip, because that's the closest one that you remember. But
you ever been to Bora Bora?
Yeah, I've been to Bora.
Is it dope?
It's real dope. I mean,
this is where they had the villas in the water, right?
Yeah.
I want to do some dope trip.
You need to take.
Maya Angelou said in her book, Wouldn't Take Nothing from My Journey. She said the best thing you can do for yourself is travel and hear other languages and see. But I know you traveled before.
Yeah, but I've only been like
But it's good to go out.
No, he got time. I mean, he's still young. He still need to get this money. He got to get on this grind. But whenever you get a chance, you can take because I know your daddy. He like
that might inspire other music and stuff like that from you too. So you never know.
Yeah. But you just like Africa, we went in scuba dive. I always scuba dive wherever I go. So we went over there and scuba dived. Then we went to the safari and just to see over there it's like Zamunda. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all see coming to America, like, we went to a party like Simone did. Now, I will say this. I wouldn't recommend that trip to just anybody. That's one of them trips, like, you have to already be a traveler. Because it's going to be a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, I was watching.
It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to irk your nerves just as an American. Mm-hmm. If you ain't used to it, you're going to be, because we spoiled as Americans.
Right after you came back, I saw there was an episode on House Hunter, and they were looking for a house in Zanzibar. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, I'm looking for a house with a proper toilet. I don't want no squatting and poop or nothing like that.
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually had that.
Yeah.
Outhouses.
Now, they got them, you squat on there. I put it on my Instagram, the squatting. And, like, the thing, too, like, the water, you can't drink out the water. Like, the water, like, you can't brush your teeth with the water neither. Mm. Like, so they give you bottled water, and you use everything with the bottled water, and the electricity just shut off out of nowhere. Like, it was like little stuff like that.
Now, how you linked up with a prince? Now, who was that?
Which one? Oh, no, that guy there, shout out to my man out there in Zanzibar. Like, the water, they got this water sports company where they do scuba diving, jet ski, wakeboard, they do everything. But the guy, I met the guy on the one of the guys on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I would say. Like, I think I'm the world's cousin.
Oh,
like, no matter where I go, I got people that will look out for me and show me love. Like, to me, that's the richest ever. Like,
that is.
I would never be homeless, no matter what happened. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I go somewhere, I try to meet one of my fans, and he was one of the people that hit me up, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go check him out. And he just showed me the town in Zanzibar, showed me love, and shouts out to him, and shouts out to Tuna. His name was Tuna, and the other guy's name was Eddie. Eddie got, like, if y'all ever out there, those are people know, because he got the best boat on the island.
And that's why I say the best way you see a place is like whenever I go, I see people like stay with the locals and they take me to like their favorite spot. Yeah. And that's the best.
I mean, I like to do both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like my hotel to be Americanized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will stay in some of these. Like, we did stay one day in this one place. I put it on my Instagram too. You can go there.
The net around the bed?
Yeah, the net around the bed.
The mosquitoes were still in.
Man, the mosquitoes, them things strong. They lift the dead up and put them under you. Like,
hey, can I lay next to you? Can you scoot over?
Yeah, they was in there, you know. But, I mean, it's just like a lot of stuff that we used to that it's normal to them. And they don't realize, like, it's not normal to Americans. So you'll be irritated by a lot of stuff like that. And it's a Muslim country, too.
Well, you know, it's the end of the year.
Zanzibar is.
It's a Muslim country?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you know, it's the end of the year. The Essence had the 53 moments that shocked 2016. How would you say your 2016? Because it's been a hard year for a lot of people. How would you say your 2016 was for you?
Same. It was a rough year. Like,
was it?
Yeah, the first
that was a rough year. You got a Grammy this year.
No.
See, you need to count your blessings, boy.
You got a Grammy nomination.
But for real, like being on the road,
I told you about the road though.
Like it was just like it was no real stability for like a long time until like we finally moved this our apartment.
Like that's what people don't understand about that road. Like I'm a comedian. And the difference between us, like the music groups, they usually go with 10, 15 people here and there and stuff like that. There, where comedians, it be just them. Well, I don't. I always go with a bunch of people with me because I don't. And that road is long.
Shoot,
like it seems like it ain't, especially if you're an entertainer or something, because you can't go out but so many places without being aggravated. But on the road, it's fun for a second, but after a while, you're like, all right.
I feel it traveling for my job, man. It's like you travel. The whole point, the airport part is the most frustrating part to me. You got to get there 2 hours early, both ways.
It's not even that. It's just you not stability. Like your
I like being home and just having my routine. Yeah, that's what I like.
It takes you out of this. Like you'll go somewhere and then come back home, and you trying to get in the mix of them, but you don't relate to them because they ain't in your world. You're not in their world, so it kind of distances you from everything. But I mean, I'm used to it, and I know how to work within my world, so I'm used to it. But for the most part, only people like traveling, people that don't travel a lot.
Yeah, no, I really, I like, you know, I'm thankful for how far the road was taking me, like, and especially with those people, like, those homies. So, like, traveling with homies like that, but
you can't see you doing it 24/7.
No, nah.
You could be like a artist on the road touring every year.
No, if it's my joint, then it may be different. Like, let's say, like, if like, it's harder, like, when you have to make sure somebody else's thing is working, and that somebody else's stuff is presented the right way. But I feel like if it's me and all I have to do is, like, let's say, like, if I find out some, like, next year, like, all right, cool, like, now to play some records and, like, find out how to make myself an interview, like, people want to come see me do something, like, whether it's, like, me, like, playing the keyboard, like in front of people, and I develop this whole show to where, like, I'm just doing this with all these keyboards or whatever, like, and I figure out my own thing, and I don't even have to go do my own thing. Yeah, I feel like it'll be more satisfying for me as opposed to me doing the same amount of work I'll be doing for myself that I would actually do. Because you'll see the benefits. Yeah. More so, you go on the road, like, we all was on the road, like, more because we fuck with Kehlani and believe in the vision, and we wanted that shit to grow, like, so that's why we on the road, but really, like, you cool with being in the studio, I like to be in a routine, and like, I like making music, I like creating more. You couldn't create as much on the road? Nah, and if I do, it's nothing, like, not the quality ain't that good. You don't think so? I mean, like, it don't open your mind up, like, if y'all live in the mood, and because sometimes they say that's when the best hits come, like, if y'all in the vibe, but not I was about to say not for Jahaan Sweet. Yeah, but not for me, because
not for Jahaan Sweet.
I was on the road, and literally
not for Jahaan Sweet.
I only every time I go in the studio, I only got one beat that was made on the road that somebody fucked with. Everything else I made, like, was always made when I was stationary for, like, weeks at a time. And so, like, I like when I can go different places to make music, but even if I do that, I want to be in that place for, like, a few days. Your creative process, do you just make a beat right there, or you take time, like, a week to make the whole? Nah, I was a week, but it take me a couple, like, if I'm actually really fucking with an idea that I started, it may take me, like, six hours to do. Because 6 hours?
No, not 6 weeks. About 6 hours.
Like, it may take me, like, 7 hours, like, because I don't create, like, a lot of people in the computer. Like, nowadays, like, people on Fruity Loops and, like, Ableton, like, it's more, like, in the computer, like, how they make, like, make patterns in the computer. But I'm not like that. Like, I have to have a keyboard in front of me to make, like, a solid beat. Because I like to actually, like, make music and feel like me doing this. I can't do it on drum pad because I'm so used to piano. So, like, that's just how I work. And I'm slow because I make each piece, like, by myself. So it's like I don't really let the computer do it. You can barely do that if it picks up. Like, if you... Like, and that's why I'm trying to get that team together, so, like, I can have a greater output. Where I have somebody else, like, I'd be like, oh, yo, like, send me a beat. This beat dope. Like, just give me, like... So all you do is compose it, put it together. Yeah, at that point, I'm just arranging. Yeah, that's more what I like to do in school. Anyway, like, I hate it when we have to do, like, student compositions. I hate that shit. Because, like, my compositions always had the kind of same vibe, because that's just how I like to hear music. But when it was like, it's an arranging concert, it was like, oh, okay, cool. So I get to take this idea of, like, sampling. Mm-hmm. Like, I take this song from Duke, and, like, I get to make my own version of this song. And it's, like, completely different. It's like I'm just arranging what he already, because I already got a melody. I already may have a drum groove. I already may have this. So, like, all I do is arrange it how I want to hear it. I can reharmonize it, whatever. That's what I want to do with my team. Like, oh, so-and-so make a beat. Let's say, all right, you make a beat. You make a beat. You make a beat. All right, I like your drums. Give me your drums. I like your melody for this thing. I like your this. And then let me put the chords on this. Like, flip this around. And now I got a beat. And it may take me an hour to do that. And we can get, like, 5 done. Like, damn, something like that. And in a week, probably get 20 beats. And I'm in the studio the next week. With songwriters or artists, wherever I'm in, I got 20 beats, and you at least gonna write to 5 of them motherfuckers at least. Maybe you gonna like to keep 3 or 2 of them at least. So it's just like greater output. And then the rest of it,
So how would you say your 2016 was?
I think my 2016 was good. I mean, it was like every year. I think now this year, since more celebrities died, so more people see it now. Like, this is like our first generation of celebrities. So we started to see the people that we grew up with dying too. It's one thing to see, like most of the time, people always been dying before this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the number ain't doubled from 2015 to 2016. Right. It's just more recognizable people died. Right. And so people take that like, damn, everybody dying. Not just celebrities dying. And you're going to see more celebrities dying. Right. Because now we have it's more celebrities now. So that's pretty much it is. I mean, and as far as, I ain't no bad year in my business, so I don't know. What about your year?
Well, I would say, me personally, it's been a great year. I had a lot of, this been a transitional year. Outchea came out in March. Mm-hmm. My job's booming. Getting more, dating more. Mm-hmm. So that's always a plus. But even still, I want to, one of the things I do is I like to stay in gratitude. I started this gratitude jar, and it's like almost like a jelly jar. And so what I do is I put in like little note cards. They color different coded. And so I cut it up in little strips, and I put like, okay, I got a free cup at Starbucks, and I'll just put that in my gratitude jar. And that keeps me grateful. Yeah. So, and I go back to it like, dang, this was awesome. Or somebody bought me this, or this happened to me. And I think that's what keeps you in a positive mindset. That's what works for me, and that's what keeps me grateful. So it's been an awesome year for me.
I have nothing to complain about. Everything. Yeah. And I've got a new old lady in 2016. Come on now. She right here, and guess what? Y'all ain't gonna never see her.
Why do you do that?
Because I just feel like it's protection. I like to protect who I'm around. Like, if you know, I don't even I don't show my daughters that much neither than that. I used to, and I slowed down because like it's just protection. I know how people are, and I know how this game is, so I understand it. Yeah. I mean, it just works. So everybody else, you see, it don't work for them.
Well,
I know what I'm doing.
Another big thing that we have to shout out that was mentioned in this in April, our auntie, Harriet Tubman, is going to replace the Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill.
That's old news.
I know, I'm talking about 2016.
Oh, that's what happened in 2016.
This is what happened in 202016. You didn't know that? Harriet Tubman is our auntie.
On my grandma's side. On my mama's side.
On my mama's side.
Bahamian side.
Okay.
My Grammy.
But wait, what happened? They put her on a $20 bill.
Where you been all year?
You didn't know that? He been on tour.
That's what it was.
What $20 bill?
Harriet, she's replacing Andrew Jackson. She's gonna be on the $20 bill.
Yeah, when is that supposed to happen though?
I don't know, but it's supposed to happen. They announced it in April.
Yeah, so when are they gonna drop these Harriet Tubman deals?
Wow.
2017.
That's crazy.
I forgot all about that shit.
I just want to remind y'all some big things.
We need to remind the people that print the $20 bills in because they ain't put them on it yet.
Wow.
We still waiting on Harry.
Where's Harry?
Wow. This is a perfect for the Trump win.
What?
A Harriet Tubman $20 bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, what a good ending.
About what?
About Harriet Tubman on $20.
Man, as long as you can spend it, they ain't gonna give a fuck.
So what do you want to leave behind in 2016?
Nothing. I mean, I just take it as it is.
Nah, I grew a lot. Like I grew a lot. It was a transitional year. That was the perfect way.
Nigga, you ain't grew.
For sure.
What did you
do? I got taller too.
Yeah. Oh, you literally grew.
Yeah, I literally.
You just went through your growth spurt at 22.
23.
You retarded.
I mean.
You might be retarded.
So what was the transitional moment? A lot of people.
No, that's why he grew because he started getting more pussy. That
does change you. That does change you. It gives you a self-esteem.
No, let me tell you, Randa, about men. Like, you always get pussy, but your grade get better. His grade got 10 times better.
His grade or grade?
His grade of women. His grade of women. Because he went from booger bells and big bitches.
Hey,
you gotta start somewhere.
Hey.
What?
Go down to big girls. We gotta love the big girls. My saying.
When the last time you fucked a big girl?
Okay, you're right. I ain't hit one in a long time.
See, so you love big girls.
I did my big girl duties though. Believe me. Hey, my slogan was, she ain't no lady if she ain't 280.
280? Oh, did you not be 280?
It was exaggerated.
Oh,
shit. It was exaggerated.
My slogan is,
that was my slogan.
She ain't no lady.
I'm telling you, shout out
to all the big girls. Y'all know who y'all are.
Hey, I've talked to some big girls too myself.
Yeah, cause you big.
I really hit some big girls.
You ever ate a big girl?
Yeah.
You ate a big girl pussy, man?
Yeah, and the booty.
Ooh. Oh, all right, it's time to get off. It's time to get off.
Big girls be the cleanest. Because they got to wash them when they know they got to.
This nigga's stupid. You got great logic, Pino. It does make sense.
This how you know you fucking big bitches for real.
No, I really, it was a
do they hug you after you fuck them? So my boy David Camarena, we was in Vancouver. One of my favorite big girls I ever been with. And she still to this day is my home. So we finished hitting, and I was like, man, this girl, she's so fine. Her booty was big. It was big. She had like a little bit of stomach. She had stomach, but it wasn't like she was taking her panties and stomach. Like so her stomach and pants. But
we finished, whatever. And my boy David Cameron, because I fell asleep, he said, bro, I woke up in the middle of the night and that girl was spooning you and you was sleep like this. Shaking my head with my eyes closed.
You shake your head, guys.
She for sure was spooning me and I was like, yup. But that's the closest thing to being in the womb.
So before we go,
being in the big girl.
That's the closest thing
you like being held. It feels good, right?
So why you left the big girls for an upgrade since you been getting the Grammys? You ain't been going back?
No. No, my big girls that
where's your loyalty?
My big girls that always hit me up for dick. Always.
They can
always.
Just know.
So you ain't fucking no new big girls. It's just all the ones. All the ones that held you down. Real bad. Okay. But my baby girl. When the last time you saw them? Okay.
You know they got professional mothers.
I ain't even on my radar anymore. I'm gonna be real.
Okay. So what number? On a 1 to 10, what number is your girls now?
What do you average?
What is your girls now? Were you like 7-ish, 6, 7-ish?
I'm gonna be real. I'm at like 7, 8.
7, 8.
Wait.
8?
8.
Hold up. An 8, bro?
The pictures you showed me, I want to look better than 8.
I got some 10.
I got some 10.
But
on average, you ain't showing no 10.
I showed you some 10.
But when you average them out, you saying?
8.
Yeah, when I average, I'm landing at like an 8.5.
Okay. You don't fuck. Hold up. You don't fuck the girl yet that you said I can't believe I'm fucking this bitch.
Yes.
You yes.
Yes.
What about? What city?
New York.
Oh, New York.
She know who she is. She know who she is. It's 2 of them.
It's 2 of them.
They know.
Have you had a menage yet?
Nah, not.
You ain't had a threesome yet?
I did one in high school, but it wasn't no real.
High school.
So you ain't had a threesome yet, man?
It wasn't no real. Nah.
I'm talking about as Jay Sweet.
Nah, Jay Sweet.
Jay Sweet.
You in LA, you want to get down.
Jay Sweet looking for a threesome. Somebody bust a threesome cherry.
Hey, so before we wrap, I just want to ask you 2 questions.
Hold on, wait. We back on fucking.
My bad. Yeah. Let's go back.
Hold up. Have you had some out of the country pussy yet?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about? What country?
Man, I hope this.
You talking? Oh yeah, I forgot the podcast. You go worldwide.
The homies listening, they gonna laugh. But it was in Croatia or something.
That's why you kept saying Croatia.
That's why you want to go back to Croatia.
The wildest monkey I ever had.
Why? What happened? Tell us the story, man.
This podcast, we got time.
It's a long story.
We got
it ain't that long, but
let's see how much time we got.
So we
got a lot of time.
So we pull up to the festival. It was the Fresh Island Festival, and so. We get ready to do the sets. We finish the set, blah. Then we go in the back where they got the little villas, and we sitting there watching the show. And it was as soon as we walked in for sound check, it was this girl in she had a blue onesie on, white girl. She was from North England, so she was there, and she had the fattest ass. Her booty was so big.
White girl with a fat ass?
No, it was. You don't even understand.
Like that ass?
No. It wasn't that.
It wasn't like that. Oh, okay.
They talking about
no. It was one of the fattest booties I ever did in my life, including the big girls. Okay. Her booty was so big and her stomach was non-existent. Anyway, so I saw her.
You wrong.
I was like, I saw her.
We had that's last episode.
We did the show and the security guard came up to me after the show and he got the picture. I said, yo, I already seen Shorty. So we was finna leave. I said, yo.
How you been?
I'm about to say something.
What'd you say?
So I go to her. I said,
let me hear your game.
I said, are you from? I said, I don't really have no game. I don't have no real game. I got no real mouthpiece.
Duh.
But it don't matter after a certain point when you Jay Sweet or when you.
Now Jay Sweet gotta have a little bit of game. And it depends too. Like if I'm rolling, like let's see, me and Ty went to me and Ty we went to the club before. Like if they see me with him, I don't have to really have no mouthpiece.
Right.
If I just got off the stage with K, I don't have to have no mouthpiece. Like it's just.
So is that what happened with that? Because you got off stage?
No, you was just walking in. Right, you was just walking in.
She didn't see Kehlani. So I just went up there. I was like, yo, are you from here? And she was like, nah, I'm here with my friend. It's her birthday, yada, yada, yada. I said, yo, you should come to our hotel. It's going to be
They speak English?
The girl was from North England.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like I guess like people from North England, they come to Croatia for that Fresh Island Festival. Anyway, so I said, yo, you should come to our hotel. Our hotel was 2.5 hours away.
And she came?
So First off, the first night it was us and Wiz. Us and Wiz. It was like Wiz, and it was so dope having like.
Oh, this bitch drove 2 hours.
No, she
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, it was Wiz Khalifa, and we was in the back. It's so much better partying with a man. Because we just bring in any amount of hoes we want to bring to the back. But with Kehlani, like, who these hoes? Why y'all got these hoes back there?
These hoes.
Why y'all got these hoes back here?
So Wiz, we was fucking Wiz, and so we said, yo, y'all wanna come to the hotel? We took 15 minutes, 2 hours away from where we was at. Wiz put like 5 in his car. We put like 5 in our car. We put 5 in another car. Mm-hmm. So we had the craziest pool party. I got hella drunk. Anyway, so next night I said, and I ain't fucking with them.
How did they get back?
Well, no. I had no idea.
So go ahead.
That wasn't my concern.
That wasn't my concern. So I think they had like some kind of shuttle to take them back, but they all had to pay for that shuttle. We was like, anyway. So next I said, I gotta hit something. This night. So I said, yo, I was gonna take a shot. I said, your friend's birthday. I said, yo, we gonna have a pool party out of mine. So we gonna have a pool party. Our hotel was lit. It's the latest hotel we ever stayed in. Big ass resort, like on the beach, like infinity pool was crazy. So I said, yo, we finna have a pool party, and blah, blah, blah. He said, okay. So she came and brought her friend, and I said, yo, this is crazy. We got in the car, we get this big ass fan. She rolled all the way there, and we got a crackhead in the pool.
Oh, you fucked in the pool?
Yeah, we got a crackhead right there in the pool.
Oh, okay.
It was the craziest movie I ever had. That was the most lit thing I ever done in my life.
That's the most lit thing you ever did.
You know, like, I mean, like, nowadays if it happened, I'd be like, damn, that's dope. Like, anything happen. I haven't, like, it's been a couple of times where I'm like, yo, I can't believe I actually just fucked that.
Yeah.
But then, like, nowadays it's like, all right, cool, like, that's lit. But then sometimes I'd be like, oh, like,
you in the prime of your life right now. You right there at that age where everything's happening right now. Some things new, some things you ain't used to. You at the best time. Just enjoy it and have a great time, but don't go broke. And don't wrong. Don't wrong.
For sure.
We just had that episode.
Yeah. Do not wrong, Jahaan, Sweet, whatever you is. But man, we gonna go back out here and eat Christmas, man. Let me feed some more of this Christmas dinner, man.
But what's next for Jahaan? What's next for Jahaan? What can we see next?
I got some dope records. Like I said, my homie and me, they about to drop. We got some dope stuff. Me and Ty got some new stuff. I got some what was I doing? I did something with I got word on a record that somebody, I don't want to say who it is.
Yeah.
But somebody dope that I really respect as an R&B artist and performer. I think he's one of the like greatest, one of the last real R&B performers of our generation. So. And so I just got word that he just cut a record that I got that a homie wrote from Chicago. And so I'm waiting to get the final word from that. So I'm excited about that. And then other than that, making music and using a relationship. So
that's all it is, man. That's why I want to ask you what you're doing next. I like to let people see it. Like you can say all day what you got coming up, but ain't nobody gonna pay attention to it happen.
Yeah, right.
You know, so I mean,
and then if it don't happen, I will be like, oh, you lying.
That's why I don't do it no more. You don't see me saying what I got coming. Like, I'm just out here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just out here. You can see it when you see it. If you don't, hey, I'm still out here.
Straight up.
So, like, and speaking of out here, that's the end of out here. Thank you, Jahaan, for coming on the show.
Where can they find you, Jahaan?
Oh. What's that? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all Jahaan Sweet. My name JHAAN.
You on Snapchat?
Oh, and Snapchat, but I don't ever Snap. I just use it to follow.
You on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook too.
Oh,
Jahaan Sweet. This is my name.
All right, well, y'all go follow my cousin, man, and
happy holidays.
Happy holidays, happy New Year, and everything. We'll see y'all on the next podcast. Tell all your friends to subscribe. We out.